What's up, YTPC? This is DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video. Today, I have my Artisan Bent Apple fully loaded with some HH Darkfire Kentucky. Blend is a pain in the ass to light, but I'll get it here eventually. Here we go. Alright, so the next light, maybe two lights, will be True Light. And away we go. Today, let me grab the tin. Today is a tobacco pipe review. I'm sorry, it's a pipe tobacco review on Warhorse. So, let's start this off with a tin description, shall we? Warhorse Ready Cut is a robust blend of rich burley and bold Darkfire Kentucky with ripe, mature Virginia added for a bit of sweetness and Perique for a bit more spice. It's pretty true. Here's another thing that's interesting. A subtle but pleasant top note enhances the flavor of the quality leaf rather than masking it. We'll get into that in a minute, because that's fairly interesting about this blend. The blend isn't necessarily aromatic. In fact, well, I'll get to the flavor profile in a minute, but it took me a while to realize that top note, basically. So, let me grab it. This is Warhorse in all its glory. I'm going to set this down right next to you guys. So as you can see, it's very brown. It's got some light browns, some dark browns, little specks of black in there. That could be the Perique. This is also a ribbon cut, as you guys can see. It's a very, very nice blend, you know, for packing and lighting. Ribbon cut's just a good overall cut in general. The flavor, or the aroma from the jar is sweet, kind of almondy, and way in the background is this odd fruity note, kind of like a generic artificial fruity sweetener. But yeah, the aroma from this is not real pungent. It's actually kind of light. You really have to put your nose in there to get a good whiff of it. So, with the appearance and the aroma out of the way, let's talk about the smoking mechanics of this pipe, or this tobacco. So, it's a very, very dry tobacco. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but when I got it, it was barely smokable. I mean, it was right on the edge of being too dry to smoke. Hold on one second. Let me turn my porch light back on. Okay. Anyway, I almost had to rehydrate it, but I figured I would give it a shot as is. When you go to crinkle it up, it doesn't make any noise, so I just smoked it as is. I didn't try to rehydrate it. No noticeable nicotine, no noticeable tongue bite. Because of the tobacco being as dry as it is, it also didn't tend to produce a lot of moisture in the bottom of the bowl. And obviously, because it's so dry, you know, you can just throw the tobacco into your pipe and not really have to worry about any special preparation or drying time. So that's basically what I did. What else? This blend, is kind of a borderline between a Virginia Perique blend and a Dark Fired Kentucky blend. But that being said, it's still a little bit influenced by Chamber Dimensions, only in that the pipes that have narrower chambers, or chambers that, you know, are real conical, like this pipe, those pipes tend to get the sweetness of this blend out a little bit more, but not overly so. And it's something you have to really sit down and take note of. Otherwise, this blend smoked very well and very consistently in pretty much all of the pipe chambers that I have available. As far as the... Hold on a second. I need to separate my notes. There we go. As far as the flavor profile itself goes, this to me tasted like what I would expect out of a Vapor Burr or Virginia Perique Burley that just so happens to have Dark Fire Kentucky to it. Maybe a little bit sweeter than what I would expect. But that's because the blend isn't really something that I typically just sat down and sat on my porch or went outside to smoke. It was something I typically smoked in my car or just walking around. And, but if you do take your time and you do, really pay attention to the smoking or the flavor profile of this blend, especially in the first third or so or half of the bowl, it does taste a little bit sweeter, and it does have a very faint, real faint apricot flavor profile to it, or note to it, but it's way in the background and you really gotta fish for it, I found anyways. But like I said, that kind of dies down after a third or halfway through the bowl. But once you get past that, then you're left with, like I said, a typical Vapor Burr that just so happens to have some Dark Fire Kentucky with it. You get your smokiness, you get kind of this hay-like sweetness to it. It's not super sweet though. It's not like a straight Virginia or like some Virginia Periques that are real bright hay and sweet hay kind of taste to it. But the sweetness is there. And the pepperiness is real fleeting. It kind of comes and goes. You notice it sometimes on the draw, sometimes through the exhale. But it is there. The blend overall is just a real medium and very well balanced blend. It's medium flavored, medium bodied, medium strength. And again, the nicotine just isn't really there. So this is definitely an all-day smoker. I highly recommend it as an all-day smoker. And I would recommend it to beginners. I would recommend it for the same reason that I recommended, what was the name of that blend that I reviewed that was also a Vapor Burr? Firestorm. This is very reminiscent of Firestorm, maybe a little bit sweeter, and definitely it has that apricot note to it. But if you enjoy Firestorm, I think you'll enjoy this. Well guys, this has been DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video. I'm going to turn my porch light on here in a minute and go over my review for Mac Baren's Dark Strong Kentucky. But until then, you guys have a good day.